Welcome to the podcast. Today we are talking about the 2021 movies coming to theaters near you. Let's get started.
Okay, so firstly, we are going to go over the Black Widow movie set to be scheduled for theaters on May 7th, 2021, where we see kind of like the aftermath of Black Widow's story after Endgame, where we
Civil
also
War.
or Civil
Fixing
War,
that.
sorry, yeah. And where we see Taskmaster finally coming to the film. How do you feel about this movie, Cameron?
Taskmaster is a long-awaited villain, and I cannot wait to see him. Red Guardian, I'm so psyched for David Harbour. I'm such a big fan of him in Stranger Things. We got Yelena Belova. She's this, like, other Black Widow. She's going to be awesome in this movie. I cannot wait. It's going to be exciting. I cannot wait to see the story. This movie is long overdue. What do you think?
I think it'll be a great way to, because Black Widow, she never really got as much spotlight as she deserved,
Yeah.
kind of, because she's like the female Avenger.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking making a solo movie just based on her and like this whole like arc storyline of like this like Red Captain
Sure.
America and like Taskmaster. I think it's a fantastic route, and I have high hopes for this movie coming May 7th.
Shang-Chi is the next up. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. The first Asian Marvel movie, I think one of the first Asian superhero movies ever made. And they just wrapped production as well, and it comes out July 9th, 2021. I believe we would have gotten to see this movie by the end of this year. But yeah, everyone knows about the COVID pandemic. That's why we're making this video now. Noah, what do you think of Shang-Chi? Do you know anything about this guy?
I'm not too familiar
Neither
with
am I.
the character itself, but I have like I've seen like top 10 videos of like character like Marvel characters who have not been on the MCU screens, and this
Yeah.
guy came up and they touched base on like how he's like an all-powerful Avenger, but obviously I wouldn't know that because I haven't read any comics, I haven't seen any comics. I don't even know what the guy looks like.
Yeah.
So this whole movie will be like a new thing for me, kind of.
Exactly, and we get the Ten Rings. The Ten Rings is actually an Iron Man villain. Well, kind of story, I suppose. Basically, Infinity Stones toned down a notch, and there's 4 extra ones. But it's a crazy new thing. We're gonna get our actual Mandarin in this movie instead of the Iron Man 3 ripoff that we were given. Next up, Eternals. Walk us through Eternals, Noah. When's it coming out?
The Eternals Marvel film will be coming out February 12th, 2021.
It's my mom's birthday.
Oh, well, there's a birthday gift you can give to your mother. Take her out to see Eternals.
She's not into
How do you
superhero
feel-
films.
Well, I mean, you'll never know. But how do you feel about this movie? And could you like explain to us what this movie might bring to us?
Sure. So it's following these ancient celestials that are selected from Earth, and they're going to be basically fighting this gigantic army. What the name of the army is totally fleeting from my mind. But we got a good look at our villain in this toys section thing that they released. He looks really awesome. He looks really cool. They all look really cool in their costumes. They released it. Our main character is Richard Madden. You might know him from Game of Thrones. He played Robb Stark in it. Our temporary king of the North. But in any case, Richard Madden is donning the suit of Icarus. He's going to be our main character, kind of our own little Star-Lord, except he's very much not him and more leader-like and less comedic. But I'm excited for this movie. It's going to be an ancient ride.
All right, so going over the next movie, we have the Venom 2
Oh!
coming out June 24th, 2021.
Yes.
And I believe it's called Venom something Carnage. Is it
Let
not? That's
there
like the-
be carnage.
Yeah, let there be carnage. And those were
dramatic.
the exact words, yeah. Those are the exact words said at the end of the first Venom film with Woody Harrelson playing the serial killer, taking on the Carnage role.
Yeah,
And
Cletus
all he
Cassidy.
said to Eddie, Cletus Cassidy, all he said to him in that jail cell was, "There will be carnage."
There's going to be
So
carnage.
it's really interesting to see that they actually brought that quote into the title. The first film wasn't exactly the greatest, but I do know there's some people who really did praise the movie, and I don't know, just with them adding Carnage in, which will add
Oh man. Whew.
like another iconic
Hmm.
like rivalry between Venom and Carnage. Like I feel like that would kind of make the story better because in the first Venom movie, I don't know if anyone like took the time to say like, "Oh, I know who Riot is." So,
Had
but
no idea.
now that we have Carnage, I feel like people would say like, "Oh, I know that guy."
Exactly.
So
Finally.
that'll get people like in there. That'll get people like intrigued to see who would win in a fight in a movie fight between Venom and Carnage. Cam, how do you feel about this movie going
My
in?
goodness, I've been so hyped for it ever since they released the original trailer. Even saying that they're filming it was beyond me, and I'm really excited because the director of this film is Andy Serkis. Now, you might know Andy Serkis from another Marvel movie. He played Ulysses Claw. He's the guy with the hand cannon in Black Panther, or the guy who gets his arm chopped off in Age of Ultron. He was that was one of the jaw-dropping moments in that movie. But in any case, that's Andy Serkis. He's a fantastic filmmaker. He originally got his start on like motion capture. That's why they hired him for this film, because he worked on Planet of the Apes. He played Caesar, the ape, the main character. That guy there. He studies like animals so closely and their motions, and he's such a fantastic actor. So I'm so glad they're like mixing mocap in here. I'm really excited to see what he's gonna do. Ever since they announced him as director, I've been so hyped for this because he knows CGI like the back of his hand. So I am so excited for this film coming out June 24th, 2021. So cross our fingers, it's coming out at the end of this year. By the time Noah and I graduate, this is that graduation kind of like celebration. We're going to see Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage. There will be carnage that night.
Okay, yeah. All right, so moving on. Now we are going to discuss the Morbius movie coming out in theaters March 19th, 2021. I'm sure we all, yeah. I'm sure we all know who's playing this character, and I think we all know why we don't like this guy.
Yeah.
We all know why we don't.
Yeah, Jared Leto is a letdown and a half. Oh man. I think we lost Noah. Did we lose him? Oh, we lost him. We're gonna take a little hiatus here. We'll be back in a second. Oh, he's back. Noah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello. We lost connection there a little bit. Do you want to reiterate what you were talking about?
Yeah. So, I was explaining Jared Leto. We all know why we don't like this actor because of what he's done. And if you have not heard it, well, I'll go over it to you quickly. So if you've not heard from the cast of the first Suicide Squad movie, let's just say the Joker came to life behind the scenes type of thing. Yeah. He was acting very crazy behind set.
Crazy.
Wasn't very easy to work with. Kind of did things his own way. So I'm worried that he's going to do the same thing for Morbius because I think Morbius is a really cool character with this like vampire, like it's like Batman if he was like a bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he'd a much more powerful and like actual bat sense as Batman. Exactly. So I do have high hopes for the character. I just don't have high hopes for who's playing him. I'll be completely honest.
Yeah, Leto's kind of a letdown. Wow, Leto's a letdown. Well, that kind of fit into that sentence very well. The only thing I've really enjoyed him in was American Psycho. He played this guy called Paul Allen. He got an axe through the face. Not saying I wish that upon Leto, but just saying that his acting is an axe in the face. That's all I'm saying. Next up, I'm so hyped for this movie, The Suicide Squad, coming out August 4th, 2021. That is my birth month of this year. I am turning 18 in that month. I will be introducing adulthood through The Suicide Squad movie. Oh, I can geek out about this movie all day. James Gunn, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He directed those, wrote those films, and they were fantastic. They were fantastic. Suicide Squad is going to be amazing. Noah, views.
I am very excited for this movie because they are adding so many characters we have not seen for years.
King Shark.
King Shark. And we talked about this last podcast. They're adding Peacemaker. played by none other than John Cena himself.
John Cena! I'm just worried we won't be able to see him through the whole film. Ha! Did you get that?
Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah.
You can't
Comedian.
see me.
Comedian. Yeah, you deserve a gold star for that one.
Thanks, man.
But then we also get to see like Harley Quinn coming back, Captain Boomerang. But something that I've noticed, I could be completely wrong here, I don't see Deadshot anywhere.
Yeah, Deadshot's kind of been like kicked out. Like the whole cast of characters has been kicked out. The only ones returning, honestly, just Harley Quinn. Just Harley Quinn. Closest thing we're going to get to Deadshot is Bloodsport, played by Idris Elba. So I'm psyched for Bloodsport. I want to see what kind of happens with him. I'm a big fan of Idris Elba, and he plays amazing villains. So I'm hyped for that. He's kind of like Deadshot Bloodsport, but he's a little less accurate, a little more let's blow stuff up kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for blowing stuff up. I'm all for that.
He would be the kind of guy to use an RPG in a Call of Duty game.
Exactly. He'd be the noob tuber. All right. Next up, I'm not 100% sure, all 100% sure about this film. I've seen a few trailers for it, like when it was originally going to come out. It's called The King's Man. If you ever watched the Kingsman series, no, I'm not sure. Did you ever?
No, this movie is a no-brainer to me. I have not a clue what this is.
Yeah. Let me fill up some of those brains for you. So, this is a continuation. This is actually a prequel to the OG series that we have with our Kingsman series. There was The Kingsman, and then there was the Kingsman Golden Circle. Fantastic movies, probably the best action set pieces I've ever seen in my entire life, and I love movies, but these were absolutely amazing. It comes out February 26, 2021. So it's, that Valentine's Day month. I don't recommend taking your girlfriend or boyfriend to see it. I'm really not sure about this movie, but I'm psyched for the action, so the boyfriend might like it. So, take interest in that. It might be a fun.
I wouldn't say the girlfriend would like that one too much, though.
No? What about yours?
No. Mine? No, she probably wouldn't care.
No? All right. Why don't you walk us through our next one?
Okay, so coming out December 22nd of 2021, we have Robert Downey Jr. as Sherlock Holmes. And he'll be joined by Henry Cavill.
Nope.
Never
so
mind.
No, this is like a concept poster I grabbed off the internet. Just a continuation of his Sherlock Holmes series. This is the only movie poster I could find for it. So I probably should have told you at the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah, you should have, because I honestly thought this was it. Because actually, no, I should have been like, why is Will Ferrell in Sherlock Holmes? I should have told myself that before, but
gotta flow with the roll. Go with the flow.
Yeah, exactly.
Flow with the go. It comes out December 22nd, 2021. So thinking about it, that comes out, end of next year. That'll be interesting. All you schoolgoers, knowing I won't be in school at that time, but all you schoolgoers who are, looking to celebrate, getting off the holidays that Friday night, go see the next Sherlock Holmes movie. No, did you ever watch the previous Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.?
I've watched a few of them. I honestly, I didn't really pay attention to some, because I don't know, in some of the movies the story just doesn't really go.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it doesn't really flow as well as I'd want it to. The series by itself, I think it's a cool concept. It's just not something I would sit around and watch like 2 hours of.
Yeah, I agree. I think RDJ really carries the movies. I love them because of his wit and his humor. He basically plays Tony Stark, but British or
with an English actor, or
yeah.
British, English, whatever you want to call it.
That's exactly what it is. All right, next up.
Okay, so we have a wow. We have a Godzilla versus King Kong movie in 2021 of May 21st. Oh my gosh, if they didn't learn the first time. I have zero faith in this movie. Really? I will be completely honest. Judging by the last ones, it's like Sure, King Kong's like I'd give it to
Take a
Godzilla
breather.
right away. No, I give it to Godzilla right away. Like we should just end the debate there. King Kong is just a stupid ape. Okay. And then and then you have Godzilla who comes out of the water and this guy is ginormous.
Yeah, he's
There is
huge.
no way Harambe's like grandfather, ancestor,
Oh my
whoever
goodness.
will take this thing down underwater. There's no way.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
think
buy
so
it.
either. I don't have much hope for this film. I know my family is really, really into it. Godzilla versus Kong. Our family's been like mostly my two brothers, Tyler and Hayden, have been really interested in the Godzilla and Kong movies. Not me. I didn't really enjoy them. I've never enjoyed them. So it's going to be a kaiju movie that I either won't care about or will just go see it for the action. I might see it. I might not. But I can. If I don't, I can go without. Next up, I have been waiting for this film for literally a year now.
Yes.
A Quiet Place Part 2. I was so excited when it was first announced that they were doing a Part 2. And literally, as the first movie was a big box office hit, this movie was announced that they were going to write the script and they were going to make this movie. John Krasinski, good for him, coming from Jim Halpert, just some regular actor. Now he's a writer-director, acclaimed writer-director. It almost won Best Screenplay at the Oscars 2 years ago when the first one came out. So April 23rd, 2021 in theaters near you guys, near you folks. And silence will not be enough, according to the poster for that time. What do you think about this, Noah? What do you think of the first one?
I thought the first one was actually very, very well written.
Right?
I think like the character, like the way it starts off right away, where it's like they have to be like they're walking
so
through like
thrilling.
a forest,
Yeah.
and they like the bait. Well, it was like the little kid. He had like a noisy toy, was it?
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
a noisy toy or like a radio?
Yeah, it was a
And
toy.
yeah, and he like drops it, and then the dad's like, "Oh no, we gotta like be quiet." And, like it's a very intense movie, especially when someone makes like any sort of noise. As soon as someone makes a noise, then you kind of like
Boom.
on the edge of your seat, like what's about to happen, and then all of a sudden, like bam. So the movies like this are actually like I love movies like this where it's always like you're always on your feet, you're eager of what's gonna happen next. And I think with the Quiet Place Part 2, I think there's gonna be even more of that, which adds more excitement, more thriller, and I have really high hopes for this movie.
Yeah, and what's even better about it is the fact that we don't have to like listen to cliche dialogue. It's just all shown through story is shown through body language and newspapers, flashbacks, but it's not cliche. It's not this boring, predictable, stupid, cheesy dialogue that we have to sit through like, we're not going to make it out alive. I'm right behind you. No, it's nothing like that. It's just go, go, go. You either make it or you don't. It's survival of the fittest, and I love it. Next up.
Okay, so we have the Black Adam movie coming out December 23rd of 2021.
Oh!
Oh, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson coming to the DCEU. And I believe they couldn't have picked anyone better. I think Dwayne Johnson fits the role of Black Adam
looks like
better.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pick a guy who could look like a god or at least take on the likes of Superman. And I think they finally did it. They finally did it to where Black Adam will look more jacked than Superman.
Yeah, and in this movie we got Atom Smasher, we got Hawkman, who just got casted, Aldous Hodge. If you ever watched Leverage, I love that movie, or not movie, TV series, one of the TV series I grew up on. He was amazing as Hardison. So he was awesome in that. And then he was also in Tom Cruise's Jack Reacher, Never Go Back, that sequel that wasn't super great, but he was Aldous Hodge was awesome in that. But yeah, Black Adam. So many new characters. So excited for this movie. When does it come out?
December 23rd, 2021.
Wow, a day after Sherlock Holmes. So, we'll have some butting heads here, but I ultimately think Black Adam's going to dominate the box office.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that one.
100%. I know I would rather spend my money on this movie than Sherlock Holmes 3.
All right, moving on. Cam, you want to discuss this movie for us really quickly?
Sure, we got Top Gun Maverick. Also, this movie was supposed to come out this year, December 23rd, slapping theaters in the face with nostalgia with this sequel. So we're following Top Gun Maverick as we move into this new movie. I think the first one came out back in the 80s or 90s or something like that.
Something like that.
Way early into Tom Cruise's career. One of the gut-wrenching, movies of that time, because we saw Goose die. That was sucked. But I love this movie. I love the original, and I think this new one really looks awesome. And it's so like modern day, and the poster looks really cool. Like if you search up the poster, the lighting is incredible on it. It just, gosh, it beams with such potential. So I'm really excited for this movie coming out July 2nd, 2021. This is going to be one of those fun summer movies. It's going to be dramatic, but it's going to have action, and the sound is just going to, oh, I can't wait for the sound of the jets just to blow the hats off our heads. It's going to be insane. Like we're in the air of the danger zone with them, You got a classic, gosh, what's his name? Kenny Loggins. Highway through the danger zone. But I love that movie. I love the soundtrack. Fantastic. What are you thinking? What are you thinking with this film, Noah?
I'm not too familiar with the Top Gun series. I've watched one movie, and I believe it was Top Gun. I believe it was the third one.
There's only one, man.
Well, no, there's not.
Yeah, there's only one. This is the sequel.
Oh, I'm thinking of Mission Impossible. Never mind. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I'm not familiar with this series, but Tom Cruise being like a kind of like the face of action movies. I think he'll just carry this movie, and
100%.
I don't know if I'm kind of hyped for it. It just all depends on like how good the trailer is. I'll be honest.
Take a look at it, man. There's a few out there. Soundtrack is unbelievable.
All right, moving on. Speaking of Tom Cruise, coming out November 19th of 2021, we have Mission Impossible 7, and wow. I forgot there's been 7 Mission Impossibles. I have completely forgotten about it.
Funny enough, this is the first part of 2, so.
Oh, first part of 2?
Yeah.
I thought it was first part of 8. But anyway, obviously it's Mission Impossible. You're probably gonna get like same thing, just different paint, just different coat of paint.
Yep.
Oh,
perfect
man.
analogy for it.
Yeah, do you want to explain a bit more of that?
Yeah. So just bridging off of that, I've seen some set videos. One was Tom Cruise on a motorcycle going off of this like railway that has been just like obliterated from one side. So he jumped off of that and then got on a parachute and started flying. It was crazy, but Tom did it. Freaking course he did it. Being in his late 50s now, he doesn't look it, but he is. He doesn't, do anything like a 50-year-old man would, but he does. Not, I guess. In any case, but I've seen this set video where he was on top of this train. He was waving to people on the opposite side of the train, some other train coming by, but there's going to be another train stunt in it. Tom also said that he's like, I'm in my late 50s. Like, what am I doing? He's like, yeah, this is going to be some of my last movies where I do my own stunts because he's just getting too old for it. And I think he's starting to recognize his limitations finally. But
yeah,
crazy. Walk us through another one. This next one here.
Okay, so we have James Bond, April 2nd of 2021. No Time to Die. We have James Bond coming back to movies. Cameron, how hyped are you for this movie?
Personally, I've never been a gigantic James Bond fan in the history of ever. I love Skyfall. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge Skyfall fan. I could watch that movie day and night. Thought it was fantastic. Story, characters, soundtrack was fantastic. Action, the lighting. Oh, the lighting was freaking Oscar winning. But no, I'm hyped for this film. It's got everything going for it. I'm not crazy about the new look of the villain. He's played by Rami Malek. He played Freddie Mercury. He won Best Actor for Freddie Mercury a couple years ago for the Queen movie. I'm not crazy about him as an actor. I never have been. So to see him as a villain, I don't know.
Yeah, the only time whenever I see him, I don't think of Freddie Mercury. I think of his one video game role in that Until Dawn game. It's really the only thing I remember him by.
Exactly. He's not recognizable. I personally, I don't think he's likable. I think he's got talent, but not that kind of talent that I enjoy watching.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Next
But
up.
moving on, we have the sequel to the Halloween 2018 movie, Halloween Kills, coming out October 15th, 2021, which originally was supposed to come out, what was it, last month of 2020? Or am I just...
Yeah.
Yeah.
October
So,
16th.
but of course, COVID. You gotta blame it on COVID.
Always do.
I really enjoyed the 2018 movie. I think the fact, like, I genuinely thought they were gonna like reboot the entire series, but no, they decided to go where like Michael Myers is like really old. It's like the aftermath of everything, and they like decided to add on to the story. And I'm really happy they're going with that route because, judging by the past movies, there was Chucky was bad. And I didn't want Michael Myers to repeat it because sorry, Michael Myers is one of the most iconic like horror slasher characters. Like as soon as you think of the Halloween season, you think of Michael Myers or you think of Jason.
Oh my gosh.
So if they were to just ruin him like they did like for Chucky and the Predator.
Yeah. Oh, Predator.
Yeah, that was a terrible movie. But I am really excited for this movie. Cameron, how do you feel about it?
Me too, honestly. I didn't see the last one. I watched a review on it because I don't do horror movies, so I let other people tell me how they were and what happened with them. So I have followed the Halloween franchise, but outside looking in kind of deal, a bird's eye view, if you will. But no, I'm excited for this one. They have some teaser trailers out. I think they're only like 15 seconds though. It just has Jamie Lee Curtis, who plays the lead. Oh gosh, what's her name? Laurie Strode. It just has her, old 60s screaming about something. Who knows? But I'm excited to see her back. One of the best action slasher heroes of our time or of the old generation. So it's cool to bring back this old rivalry in a new way. But this is only like the first part of 2. Did you know that? The first part of 2 finale for this entire franchise. They're finally capping it off right this time.
Hopefully.
I am hyped. I am hyped for this film. I will go see this film October 15th, 2021 in a theater near me. Next up, Noah, why don't you disgrace this movie a second?
Oh, I will disgrace this movie a lot. So, coming out October 8th of 2021, we have the Uncharted movie. And when you think of Nathan Drake, do you think of Tom Holland?
No, I think of like Josh Brolin or something.
Exactly, because I can tell you for a fact, Tom Holland is the last person I would expect to be Nathan Drake. He, like how old's Tom Holland now? Like 22, 24 years old?
Something like that.
Nathan Drake is supposed to be like a 40-year-old dad.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be built, and Tom Holland's like Spider-Man built. Like he's all skinny like. Yeah, he doesn't have that awesome beard, and beards make people look cool.
Exactly. This dude is clean-shaven babyface right now.
Yes. I am not excited for this movie. I think Tom Holland will ruin this movie. I'm just not excited for it. They could have, if they would have casted anybody else that looks remotely like Nathan Drake, I would be so much more happy.
Imagine Zachary Levi.
Yes, Zachary Levi. The guy who played Shazam. Yeah. Or the guy who played Mysterio. One of those
Jake
two.
Gyllenhaal. Yeah, I can see him.
Jake Gyllenhaal would have been a perfect Nathan Drake.
100%.
But no, they decided to get this young babyface kid to play a 40-year-old dad.
Exactly.
So that is exactly why I am not looking forward to this movie, and I feel like they could have cast it So much better.
I agree. Next up, for Pete's sake, Fast 9. We're in the 9th movie of the franchise. It's
getting old.
We're
Cap
still
the series.
We're still buying into it because we love these kinds of movies. But why? Why are they still coming? They should have capped it off when Paul Walker died and left it at Fast 7.
Exactly.
But May 28th, 2021, in a theater near you, Fast and the Furious 9, F9 is coming out. They're calling it the Fast Saga. Whatever. It's coming out. We're still gonna buy into it. One of the cast members, Ludacris. He plays Tej in the movie, and he confirmed that they will be going sometime in this movie to space. Why?
Oh.
Why?
Oh, they're doing an Elon Musk, and they wanna make history or something.
It's stupid. I don't want to see him in space. I'm fine.
After Fast 7, I just stopped caring.
Yeah.
I stopped caring for like Vin Diesel. Stick to being Groot, my man. 'Cause you cannot act in anything else. The only thing that he's got going for him is that he's bald and has muscles. He's like Jason Statham. He is Jason Statham and The Rock's kid. That is all I'm saying. Vin Diesel, stick to voice acting. Ludacris, stick to singing. And I forget the rest of you because you are irrelevant to everything in the movie business. Anyway, so now we just have these smaller movies. So going over one called Spiral. I have no clue what that. It looks like a Jigsaw movie.
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Chris
It's
Rock
a Jigsaw movie.
coming for it.
Yeah, Chris Rock, and and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson is also in the movie. So, judging by those two names, you'll know it's funny. It'll have some comedic effect to it.
For sure.
And they're just good actors in general. So I honestly have high hopes. And Jigsaw being a very well-known, sort of trickster. He's like the not as well. Actually, no, I don't know what's worse, him or the Joker. I wouldn't know who's worse.
Joker, for sure. Joker.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, I'm excited for that movie. Cam, do you want to go over this Free Guy movie with us quickly?
Yeah, Free Guy was supposed to be this summer's kind of family action movie. You know, you got your Ryan Reynolds friendly family face when he's not doing rated R stuff like Deadpool, but even that's kind of, I would push for family friendly, kind of. He's got like that boyish charm. Never mind, Deadpool's not family friendly. Anyway, let's scroll back to Free Guy for a second. It was supposed to come out this July, July 2nd. I think that's what Juillet is.
Yeah, Juillet 2nd. I don't know
July?
why the post.
Juillet?
Yeah, it's July. I don't know why the poster is in French, but we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, Free Guy. I'll go see it. I'll go see it with my little brothers. That's what I'll probably go see it with my family. It looks like an action-packed marathon movie. It'll be fine, I guess. It'll be fun to watch. But he does these weird movies, Ryan Reynolds, every now and then. A family-friendly, fun movie. He did Detective Pikachu a couple years back. Family-friendly, fun movie. I didn't see it. I did not hear great things about it. But just kind of bringing something fun to the screen for a summer. One of those fun summer action films.
Yeah, and then oh wait, hello?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I lost you for a second. Anyway, going over. So we're gonna leave this one for last. But Conjuring 3. I haven't really heard. I mean, I'll be honest. The Conjuring 2 was a bit scary. I'll give it that. But Conjuring 1, that wasn't very good. So if I'm being honest, I have zero hope for this movie. That is why I've done zero research on the franchise. It's just
It was supposed to come out this September as well. I'm not sure if it would have been one of those slam hits, even with just regular, normal movie theater going. I don't think it would have made very much. It's got a huge fan base, but even with that, I'm not sure if it would crack its box office. It's kind of a wait and see thing. Moving up to our right-hand corner of me and Noah's screens, we got Ghostbusters Afterlife. We got Paul Rudd stepped into this franchise, and I'm So excited. We got like a Stranger Things kind of cast of characters where we got some tiny little kids going up against some big scary ghosts, but it's country life, it's country bound. It's we even got like the original cast returning for it. Bill Murray is in the cast list, so I'm really excited to see him once more take on Ghostbusters. I'm not sure if Dan Aykroyd's in it, but I would love to see him in it. R.I.P. Harold Ramis. He won't be in this one. He's dead, so that's unfortunate. But it was supposed to come out in March 2021. I was really excited to see this movie because they really dropped the ball on the last Ghostbusters, the all-female casted one.
Oh my gosh!
I didn't even see it. I heard awful things.
I will tell you right now. Those females could not act whatsoever.
Yeah.
They do not live up to the hype.
Awful.
As like the old cast did, but I think this new one, I have really high hopes, especially with Paul Rudd being in it. I feel like he'll just add a lot more comedic effect to it, and the fact that they have the old Ghostbusters in this movie, it's kind of like a throwback type thing.
Exactly.
And I am really happy for this movie.
Let's feed off that nostalgia.
Yeah, so for the last movie on this slide, we have the Candyman.
Yeah.
Wow, I have not heard that name in a while, but this is supposed to come out June of 2021. I'm not sure the exact day, but June of 2021. Candyman as a character, interesting. I wouldn't say very not a concept I would buy into,
No.
but you know, I would. It's a bit interesting. It's a bit interesting.
It's not.
Well,
People say
I'm trying
to.
Hey, at least
Let's
it's produced
sugarcoat
by. It's produced by Jordan Peele. So
All right,
there you
fair
go.
enough. It
There you
might
go.
be. It
Maybe,
might be something worth it then. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
love
might
Jordan
be a
Peele.
bit,
Fantastic.
might be a bit more comedic. So, Cam, you want to go over this last movie for us?
Space Jam: A New Legacy with LeBron James.
How long has it been since that came out of your mouth? This movie. How long has it been? It's been like what?
Oh gosh.
I think the first one came out like 1999.
Somewhere around there.
I don't know, but wow.
This one, Space Jam, rolling around, a new legacy. That new legacy being LeBron James. This movie has been hyped up, talked about in production, script written for a while. It's been announced for so long, but they finally got just a small little teaser out there, big movie poster. The movie poster, I have to say, looks really awesome. I'll give credit to the marketing team. It looks really sick. Take a look at it if you can on your own screens. But it looks really cool. It's got this very space kind of likeness to it, but a very cartoon feel as well. Getting that really nice Looney Tunes vibe from it. I love it. I think it'll be a fun, friendly, family-friendly movie. But with today's modern CGI, it must be better than the first one.
I hope so. Now, for the most hyped movie of 2021, this is a no-brainer. The Zack Snyder's cut for the Justice League, coming to HBO Max September 5th of 2021. Why they're doing it on HBO Max, I don't know. But I don't know what to say. Like, everything that has been said is already out on the internet. Everybody is saying the trailer in itself was it already makes the movie so hyped with what was it? Doomsday, Darkseid, whoever it was. Yeah, Darkseid coming back. Like, and they're actually going to go over the Flash and Cyborg story now.
Woo. So
now we have that to look forward to.
Finally.
Oh my gosh, Cameron, go ham on this movie.
So it's going to be broken up into 1 hour segments. It's going to be kind of like a mini series almost. It's going to be 4 hours long, each a continuation of the last one. And we're going to get exposition. We're going to get facts. We got Victor Stone, our cyborg character, actually playing football and getting into his accident. All that stuff as well. We got a new Steppenwolf this time around. He looks so much better. Not his Play-Doh self that we got in the first one was not crazy about that Play-Doh. I was not Credo about the Play-Doh. But we finally get our Flash story, like you said, with Iris, him finally getting that love story with her. So that'd be really, really interesting. We're going to get like this Flash paradox as well. I'm not sure about Wonder Woman, but we got Ben Affleck coming back as Batfleck, filming some new scenes right now for it. I'm really excited for this because I love Batfleck. He deserves so much more screen time than he got. I want a Batfleck movie. I want it now. I'm psyched for Pattinson, but at the same time, give me my Batfleck movie. I want it. I want it.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And that is all the movie news we unfortunately have for you guys today.
Yeah, so coming out in 2021 in theaters near you, we got all these awesome movies coming out. You got your Godzilla movie, you got your Eternals, your Marvel, your DC with Black Adam. We got our Fast and Furious 9, our Snyder Cut. Everyone, this was awesome. I had a ton of fun reporting all this stuff to you folks. I'm really excited to see how this goes. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. If you did, it was amazing to have you here with us. And yeah, Noel, you want to cap off anything?
Yeah, I hope this brought some light into you about what to look forward to next year, because we all know what the current state of the world is right now, but hopefully some of these movies get you a bit happy, put a smile on your face, get you all hyped up. Stay safe out there, and thank you for listening.
Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night.